Hi guys, my paper is titled Language Learners' Perceptions of Accent, authored by Julie Scales, Anne Vernerstrom, Dara Richard, and Suhoi Wu, and published in TESOL Quarterly in December 2006. So the purpose of this experiment was to explore foreign accent perception differences between native English speakers and non-native English speakers, specifically in the context of English as a second language studies, where such differences are important in pronunciation teaching and instructional modeling. In this experiment, authors recorded 4 different speakers with 4 different accents, as each speaker read a short 1-minute long passage from an intermediate level ESL textbook. Each recording was then played back for participants who were split into 2 groups. One group of participants consisted of native English-speaking American undergraduates, and the other group consisted of non-native English-speaking foreign undergraduates. So just to recap, the experimental stimuli is the 1-minute long passage being read by each speaker. The conditions are the different accents. So in this case, there are 4 different conditions: a American accent, a British accent, a Chinese accent, and a Mexican accent. And the experimental task for participants is to listen to each speaker's recording and then try to identify a country of origin for each speaker, as well as to rate the fluency and comprehensibility of each speaker's speech. So the researchers found that the foreign group of participants were much worse at identifying country of origin based on accent relative to the American group. In particular, only 30% of the foreign group participants were able to identify the American accent as being an American accent, versus the American group where only 1 participant was unable to identify the American accent. Interestingly enough, despite being unable to identify the American accent as being American, over half of the foreign group participants labeled the American speaker as being the easiest to understand and the most preferred. In conclusion, this study highlights the disparity between superficial language perception and the ability to effectively comprehend a speaker's speech by showing that non-native English speakers were unable to distinguish an American accent from other distinct foreign accents. However, they were able to distinguish the American speaker as being the most fluent and the most clear.